Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Valine and I share with you my charity shop and thrifting adventures. This week I had a trip to Bournemouth. I checked out Age Concern and one that I cannot remember actually on the street. And Age Concern were having a £1 sale. So I got some goodies from there, which I'll share with you now. So my first item was actually a really brilliant find. For £1, remember? £1. Actually 99p, I say a pound because it's easier to say. But for 99p, I got this absolutely gorgeous suede jacket. Lovely, really great condition. From Land's End. So small. I think actually it's a men's jacket, but it was in the women's section, and only because of the shaping, it might have been women's, but it looks more on when it's on. It looks more male, but it's lovely, really lovely and warm. The leather is lovely and soft. The suede's really good. I love this padding detail. As you can see, like a Chanel bag, but not Chanel. Yeah, really great condition. The lining is lovely, really silky and soft. And it came with, and this is the reason why I think it might have been put in the women's section, is because it had belt loops at the back. So originally would have had a belt with it, but didn't come with one when I bought it. I mean, for 99p, are you really going to discriminate against that? I don't think so. So I've added a belt, another charity shop find from a couple of years ago that I got for £2.50. It's a vintage St. Michael's leather woven belt, which I love, but because of the thickness I don't actually use it very often. It's great on some dresses but not on jeans, hence why I don't use on trousers, hence why I don't use it that often. But on this it looks fabulous, which I will now show you. So as you can see, it's got a zip. It's actually very practical as well, because it's got pockets like this and pockets like that, which do bunch up at the hip part, but because of the placing of the bit, still gives you shape. So yeah, really cannot go wrong with that. Really lovely. Hello. And as you saw, I was wearing my white t-shirt, which I'll probably wear for my videos going forward, just so I can showcase what I've bought while I try to figure out how to insert pictures and videos whilst talking about my finds. The next one, I'm actually going to stand up because the next one were these jeans that I'm wearing. These are originally, they're called Relaxed Skinny by M&S, and they had this lovely star detail, but more exciting than the 99p price tag was that it's a size 8. Amazing for me. But as we know, M&S are a little bit more generous in their sizing, which I love them for. I really love the star design, as you can see. The third one, third and fourth actually, are accessories, which I will do a video of separately. This was the first, so it's a lovely leather grey belt. I don't wear this grey often because I don't like mid grey. It doesn't really suit my skin tone. But I loved the detail of this, so I love the snake skin look. It's by a vintage belt maker, Otto Glanz, made in England. Love made in England stuff. Really lovely belt, and it's because I don't wear this colour often, I thought that this would be nice enough, just a hint of this colour on a pink skirt, and also with white. I wear a lot of white. It looks quite nice. So yeah, because this is not going to be sitting up at my skin, or it's not an all over colour of a skirt or top or anything, I thought this would still work. But yeah, that was 50p. Isn't that great? Lovely leather belt. I never buy belts now brand new because at the charity shops you can get them for, I think the maximum I've ever paid for a belt was £3. £3. And that was a Gucci belt, which I'll show you in another post. I'll do a post of my best ever finds, and that would be one of them. So yeah, 50p, that was great. I've got another belt. I don't know where it's gone. Oh, there it is. So this was £2.50. Now it's vintage, quite clearly, because as you can see from the design. But I just thought how lovely, the detail on these little hanging tassels is amazing. Look at that. Really, really beautiful. It fits. I have, and it was, the price tag's still on. There we go, £2.50. You can see that. I've been wanting a chain belt, and not just any chain belt. I've wanted like an interesting chain belt for a while, so this really has fit the bill for me. Yeah, so that was a great find. Natural fabrics, I talked a little bit about in my last post, about natural fabrics. I'm always looking for natural fabrics. I rarely buy polyester, or if I do, it's a mix of something, mix it with cotton or linen or something. This is just that. I never buy acrylic on its own, only if it's mixed with a fabric, because acrylic, even though it at the beginning feels lovely and soft and like cashmere, after a few wears you will get bobbling, it will become shiny, it just looks awful. It does not wear well at all for me, acrylic. So I rarely buy it. So but if it's mixed with wool, it tends to last a bit longer. And this is one of those. It was brand new with tags, which I've since taken off, but cost £3.50. I have worn it. It's a little bit see-through, but I'll put it on so you can see how it fits. So I like that it sits here. I like tops that sit here for me, and not, I don't like them too low and I don't like them too high for obvious reasons. Yeah, so that looks nice. What I loved about this, again, that it's got the wool in it, but also this detailing. I love pearls, and I love the pearl shoulders of this. I love that it's a little bit of a relaxed, loose fit, so I can wear it after a big lunch. If I'm going for a big lunch, I can wear it for that. And just very feminine, just a really pretty top. It has so it's 70% acrylic and 30% wool, and that does make a big difference. And the other reason I don't like acrylics, because this may be a bit TMI, but I sweat, not profusely, but if I walk a lot, and if I'm walking anywhere within 5 minutes, I'm warm, and and those fabrics, so non-natural fabrics don't breathe. Wool breathes, silk breathes, cotton breathes, linen breathes, and therefore you're not going to get the sweatage up here. You're not going to feel warm quickly, and that's why, another reason why I use natural fabrics, or my wardrobe contains more natural fabrics than unnatural fabrics. This one, I have worn this several times since, actually, but it is again vintage, and it's Marks and Spencer. You will see a lot of Marks and Spencer in my wardrobe, vintage Marks and Spencer that is. Because their vintage stuff is amazing, especially their skirts. If you're a curvier woman and you see a vintage Marks and Spencer skirt, grab them and hold on tight and buy them. They are amazing. They were built for curvier women. So this is a silk blend. I think it's called Devore velvet. But I wear this buttoned up, tied at the waist. I've already worn it twice actually. As I said, I wear it because it's about 2 or 3 sizes bigger than me. I like this oversized sleeve business with the cuff is even though it's a size 16, it actually fits me quite well at the cuff to be oversized. But then I've also worn it. So the first time I wore it like this to look a little bit more casual. But yeah, so it's like done up. But again, it is see-through, so you can see my t-shirt underneath. But when it's done up, and if you've got a nude bra, it looks really great. You can't really see anything beneath it. That was £4.50. So yes, the next thing I found in Bournemouth for £4. I've had it dry cleaned, but it's this gorgeous, another silk. This vintage, you can tell by the shape, this is probably late 80s, early 90s because of the 3 buttoner and the way of the pockets. But I'll take off the tag, the dry cleaning tag, but Jones of New York. And it's a size 6, which means it's a size 10 UK. Lovely shoulder pads. So this, I do love shoulder pads when they don't look too ridiculous. They just frame your body really nicely, as you can see. I haven't worn this one yet because I had it dry clean, but yeah, beautiful silk, really feels soft, really lovely. And it looks great with the arms. I do this quite often, with the arms pull up. I will do I collect jackets because I wear them in autumn and summer, like autumn and spring, sorry, I wear them constantly. They're enough as outerwear generally. And as I said, because I do natural fabrics, they tend to keep me warmer. So yes, so I wear a lot of blazers. I love the look. They give you a structure to an outfit. They suit my body type. So yeah, maybe I'll do a post, if you'd like a post, on all my jackets. And then lastly, I found this. It's a Dax of London winter floral. The only problem with this, which didn't annoy me, and is a downside of having natural fabrics, or at least wool, is that it has a little moth hole in there. So it's been treated with dry cleaning. The reason I bought it is because I loved, as well as it being 100% wool, if I can show you, so 100% wool. It has also got shoulder pads, which define the shoulders, so it looks lovely on. And just really great detailing. So look at these pleats, the way it's been stitched, the pleats at the top, it means it falls across really well. Again, pleats at the shoulders, which means the shoulders are really nicely defined. And look at this print, look how gorgeous this print is. Again, I wasn't fussed about the damage at the sleeves, because it's at the button place, so when you put the button on, as I'm showing you now, you really can't see it. So it's just behind the button, that damage, so you can't really see it. But also, because I have long arms, which is why I rarely wear long sleeved things. When I find something that's long sleeved and actually fits my arms, I'm very excited. But this is a standard size, so it doesn't actually, it's a little bit too short, uncomfortably short. So as much as I would love to wear it like that, I don't, but I wear it, or will wear it, as a 3/4 sleeve. So I will do, and I do that a lot with my button down shirts, because quite a few of them. But I'll show you how. I won't take my top off, and this might be a bit snug with this top on, but I'll show you how great this looks on. I've just realised that actually just by doing this, that the shoulder pads are removable. They're only stuck by Velcro, so that's a brilliant thing, because that means you've got the option of having them or not. Another detail is hidden buttons, so you don't have to see the buttons. But as you can see, it's already getting a little bit snug on the boobage area, chesticles. But yeah, so this is not, so I would tuck this in, not with these jeans obviously, but although I would wear this with black jeans. Or if I was to wear a top underneath, I would undo a couple of buttons and leave that done. But as you can see, it's a little bit short for me and my wrist. But I would up the sleeves a bit. It might be petite, I don't know. It doesn't say on the tag that it's petite, but it might be petite. Sorry, just checking that I'm not flashing you. But yeah, that's how I'd wear it. But just look at that. Look how beautiful that sits on the shoulders. I do love good shoulder detail. Really brings that out. And even though they're muted colours, I think they're still really lovely. Look at that sleeve. Look how it puffs really well. The tailoring is gorgeous. So that's why I got that, because that's a nice winter one. So I won't wear this year, obviously. I will wear it in the autumn coming up. And that's another great thing about shopping at charity shops, that you will shop all seasons, all the times of year. Regularly have I found my best coats in summer. And so I said that was the last thing, but there was a little last thing. This little pouch, you can see that is a little vintage mulberry pouch, which I immediately used to house my Bluetooth earphones. But leather lined, those are my ear stuff. So I've got actually, yes, it's got the little mulberry tree, vintage mulberry. Tiny bit dirty, as you can see, but all leather, beautifully handcrafted, little pouch, little money pouch. But for £1.50, can you really say no? I didn't. Either they didn't know what mulberry was, because nothing says mulberry, it's just that if you know the logo, and so it might have been a lot more had it said mulberry across it. But yeah, a little mulberry pouch, vintage mulberry. Very pleased with that. So those are my finds. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.